One of the most scenic and beautiful places in all of the Midwest is in southern Illinois, southeastern Illinois, and it's called Garden of the Gods. If you get the chance, if you haven't been to Garden of the Gods, come check it out. It is absolutely beautiful and breathtaking views. So it's a nice rainy day, and the reason I say that is because most of the time, especially in the summer, you pick a rainy day and there's going to be a lot less people there. The crowds all stay home, and a lot of times you'll have the whole area to yourself. So I've drove to southern Illinois today to see Garden of the Gods. Let's go check it out. Yeah, most of the time this parking lot is completely full. But you take a rainy day, you have it almost to yourself. So Garden of the Gods is one of the biggest attractions in all of Shawnee National Forest. Just beautiful scenery, unbelievable cliffs, and landscaping. The Camel's Back is one of the most famous photographed cliff faces there is. Once again, I'm lucky enough to have come today, and there's very few people here at all, which makes it very nice. Thank you for coming to the channel. I appreciate it. It's LAF Space Film Fest. That's capital LAF Space Film Fest. Uh-oh, got some mosquitoes buzzing me. funny when I come to places like this. It always astounds me how everybody wants to leave their mark. They've got to scribble, they've got to tear stuff up. It's like somehow it's going to make them famous, maybe immortal. I don't know. But anyways, that is Shawnee National Forest. And this is Garden of the Gods. Truly, truly spectacular scenery. Southern Illinois. There's been a lot of people that have been injured in this area trying to climb the rocks. The rocks get slick, they end up falling. There's been quite a few have died too. I always remember being here one time, being in my youth, foolish enough to climb rocks like that right there, scramble up in there. And I remember we got to one edge, we looked down, there was an outline of a body in chalk where they had fallen down and hit the rocks and perished. It happens here at Garden of the Gods, especially on a day like today. The rocks are very, very slick. But oh boy, the scenery is spectacular. I actually had the good fortune of working for the Shawnee National Forest years ago. As a subcontractor, we'd go out and do trail maintenance and install signs and different things like that. And it was pretty cool. It was usually come out like on a Thursday and stay till Monday. They had a nice little bunkhouse you could stay at. But I had a chance to hang out with a lot of the rangers and we would go out and do some patrolling. I don't know if I'd want their job. Somebody that was always willing to endanger their life, you know. And unfortunately, we had to write the tickets. This is a vast wilderness right here, just vast. There's areas that you can go out there and hike. And there have actually been people that have hiked out here and gotten into a lot of trouble, gotten lost. And the big thing is usually hypothermia. They'll go out there in the springtime, maybe in the fall. A light rain will come up, they'll get wet, they get turned around and head out in the wrong direction. That went out here hiking with their dog, left in the late afternoon. It was around 60 degrees. They got out there, they got turned around, they missed their way back. A light rain shower had hit. They pretty well came close to death. They were almost freezing to death, and they attribute their dog to saving them. Being able to huddle up next to their dog, put it in between them, and kind of get into a shelter and survive the night. Shawnee National Forest. A few days before the 4th of July, such a big weekend in the summer, this would be packed with people. People all over these cliffs. It gets a little dangerous because you can actually run into each other, or somebody can slip and grab you and fall off the edge. Glad I made the trip, and I'm glad you came along with me. Some folks just can't stand not leaving their initials places. That's funny, it's probably been a dozen years since I've been here. And for instance, that Devil's Smokestack, that has really changed throughout the years. You see how much weather can really beat down some of these formations. This is a very famous structure right here. It's called Table Rock. And you can see why. And right there is one of the most famous photographed of natural beauty in the great North America. It's called the Camel's Back. It's definitely the most famous in Shawnee National Forest. When I used to go on patrol every once in a while with the rangers, you'd be driving in their lime green National Forest vehicle, and you'd pull into a campground, and certain people would be friendly and wave and how you doing and be glad to see you. And then you'd also notice the campers that would all of a sudden turn and not face you and kind of walk away and look like they were starting to stash some things away. It's always funny. It made me feel like what it would be like to be a police officer pulling into a neighborhood. You can always tell who's glad to see you and who's not. Yeah, this camel has been photographed millions upon millions of times, and he just sits there and smiles and keeps looking south. I always wonder what he was looking for. Maybe just keep an eye out. If you get the chance, come on over to Shawnee National Forest. If you're a backpacker, hundreds of miles of trails. They got good camping facilities all scattered throughout the forest, and they've got nice areas like this that you can bring your family if you're not interested in doing some heavy-duty hiking. If you just want to come for the day and kind of hang out, let the kids kind of scramble a little bit around the rocks, just keep an eye on them. These drop-offs right here are for real. They ain't no joke. Last thing in the world is you want to see your kid tumbling down one of those. Whoa. Hey, thanks for coming to the channel. And hey, if you would, hit that subscribe button. Smash it down. I really appreciate it. Also, if you like this little tour of Garden of the Gods, hit that like button. And thank you so much for coming along. If you get the chance, go out on a nice rainy day. You'll really be surprised how the crowds are way down. Ran into a few people, but not many. It's been a pretty nice little visit. Here's a little look around campground that's here by Garden of the Gods. It's pretty nice. The sites are pretty private. Not a lot of trees with vegetation, but still the sites are kind of off to themselves. This would be number 2 over here. And you can see across the street there, there's number 3. It's not bad at all. Boy, it's nice and quiet here right now anyways. You're having a good day out there, and I'm glad you came along on this little sightseeing tour of Garden of the Gods, Shawnee National Forest. I'll be talking to you on the next video. You